All right, guys, let's cut to the chase. You've probably heard a lot about what women find attractive, but most of it focuses on superficial stuff. Money, muscles, being alpha. But what if I told you there's a whole different way to think about attraction? One that's way more effective because it taps into how women actually see men, through the female gaze. So what is the female gaze? Simply put, it's what women are naturally drawn to in men, and spoiler alert, it's not all about how you look or how much you bench. Sure, those things can help, but they're not the deal breakers. The female gaze is about how you make her feel, and that's where the game really changes. Let's break it down. First off, confidence. But wait, I'm not talking about the loud, obnoxious kind of confidence where you're constantly flexing on people. Women are drawn to the quiet, grounded confidence, the kind where you know who you are and don't need to prove it to anyone. Confidence through the female gaze is about being comfortable in your own skin. You don't have to be perfect. You just have to be real. Next up, emotional intelligence. Sound soft? Think again. This is one of the biggest things women find attractive. It's about being aware of your own emotions and being able to handle hers too. Can you have a real conversation? Can you listen without trying to fix everything? Women are attracted to guys who can connect. Someone who doesn't shut down the second things get serious. If you can show you're tuned into more than just yourself, you're already ahead of most guys out there. Now, let's talk about vulnerability. You've been taught to think vulnerability is weakness, right? Wrong. Through the female gaze, vulnerability shows strength. Women appreciate when a guy can open up and be real, when you can admit you're not invincible. Showing a little vulnerability makes you relatable, and it makes her feel safe being vulnerable with you too. That's the kind of trust that deepens attraction. Here's a big one: ambition with balance. Women are attracted to guys who have goals, who are driven, but not so obsessed with grinding that they forget how to enjoy life. The female gaze appreciates men who know what they want, but also know how to make time for the things that matter, whether that's relationships, fun, or just kicking back. It's about being passionate and present. And finally, physicality still matters, but it's not just about being ripped. Through the female gaze, it's more about how you carry yourself. Are you comfortable in your body? Do you take care of yourself, physically and mentally? You don't need a six-pack to be attractive, but having some level of self-care and pride in how you present yourself goes a long way. So what can you do to attract women through the female gaze? Here's the secret. It's about evolving. You don't need to be perfect, but you need to work on yourself. Build that quiet confidence, get in touch with your emotions, show ambition, and don't be afraid to be real. Women notice that. The female gaze is all about depth. It's about being the kind of guy who's not just surface level, but who brings something more to the table. Look, women aren't just attracted to looks and money. They're attracted to how you make them feel. When you understand that, you stop trying to be someone else's idea of what's attractive and start being someone real. Someone who's comfortable in who they are, ambitious, emotionally aware, and actually present. That's the magic of the female gaze. It's not about chasing perfection. It's about evolving into the best version of yourself, inside and out. So, what's one thing you're going to work on to align with the female gaze? Let me know in the comments. And trust me, once you start thinking this way, your whole game changes.